Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to solve day 5 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now, without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. So today I am going to solve this problem number 1544. Make the string great. So this is a easy level problem, and this question is asked in Amazon, in LinkedIn, in Microsoft and Google. So this question, mark this question as important because during interviews process or during telephonic rounds, they usually ask such questions. Okay, so let's read the problem statement first. So in this problem, we have given a string S of lower and uppercase English letters, and a good string is a string which doesn't have two adjacent characters S of I and S of I plus 1, where this is a length given to us like 0 to 1. Okay, so S of I is a lowercase letter and S of I plus 1 is the same letter but in uppercase, or vice versa. Vice versa means S of I is uppercase or our S of I1 is lowercase, something like that. Okay, so to make the string good, you can choose two adjacent characters that make the string bad and remove them. Okay, and you can keep doing this until the string becomes good. Okay, and in the end we have to just return the good string. Okay, so see, in this example LeetCode, this E and this capital E, okay, both are adjacent to each other and one is in lowercase and one is an uppercase. So we are going to remove these two. Okay, so what is the output? LeetCode. Okay, in this example, see, this B and B both are adjacent, so we are going to remove that. Okay, after removing this B and this capital B, the string becomes like this. Okay, so now you will see this C and C again both are adjacent. Okay, so we are going to remove this as well, and also this A and A is also adjacent to each other, so we are going to remove it as well, right? First we are going to check if A and B both are adjacent to each other and both are the same character in uppercase and lowercase. No, then after that we are going to move forward. Okay, then we are going to check this one. Okay, then after removing this we are going to check for A and capital A. Okay, so both are adjacent and one in uppercase and one in lowercase, both are same character, so we are going to remove that. After that we are going to check for C and C. Okay, so this is the approach we are going to use. So now before writing the code for this one, let's understand first this ASCII table. Okay, so tell me, what is the ASCII value of letter capital A? So ASCII value of letter capital A is nothing but 65. And what is the ASCII value of small lowercase alphabet A? Okay, so value is nothing but 97. Okay, so small a value is 97. ASCII value is 97 and capital A ASCII value is 65. Okay, so tell me the difference between these two. Difference 7 minus 5 2, 9 minus 6 3. Okay, 32 is the difference. Okay, so if I add in this capital A, okay, or I will check it's just if the difference of these two is 32, then I'm going to perform the same operation, because if the difference between any two characters is 32, that means that both are the same character, but the only difference is that one is in caps letter and one is in lowercase. Okay, and here in the constant it is given that S contains only lower and uppercase English letters. Okay, so we are dealing with just this A to Z and from here A to Z. Okay, so every time see this Z, what is the ASCII value for this small z? Small z ASCII value is 122. Okay, and what is the ASCII value of capital Z? Capital Z. Okay, ASCII value of capital Z is nothing but 90. Okay, so what is the difference? 2 3 32 is the difference. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear with this, right? 32 is going to be my difference. Okay, so now let's understand this with an example now. Okay, so how I'm going to solve this problem. But from this we are clear that if the difference is 32, then we need to delete, right? We need to delete that characters. Okay, so I am copying all the examples here. Okay, so I'm going to solve this problem using two approaches. Okay, so one approach is going to be using stack and string builder. this is going to be my approach 1, and I'm going to also use it, also going to solve it without using stack. Okay, and this is going to be my approach 2. Okay, approach 2. Okay, so actually in both the approaches I need to show you a few important functions related to string builder. That is why I'm solving it using two approaches. You can use any approach, right? So now let's understand first using stack and string builder. Okay, so this is my string. Okay, LeetCode. So initially this is my stack. Okay, this is my stack. So initially my first character is L, right? So string is empty, so I am going to just add this L in my string. Okay, after that I am going to check if the difference between this small e and this L, absolute difference. I am going to check for the absolute difference, method absolute, because if there is a negative value then also difference is 32 only, right? Method absolute function I'm going to use to check the difference from first minus second character whatever I encounter, right? So after that e comes here. The difference is not 32. Okay, absolute difference between e minus L is not 32, so I am going to add e here. Okay, I've added e in the stack. After that capital E comes. Okay, so when capital E comes, so I'm not going to add it into my stack. Why? Because the difference between the absolute difference between E and minus E is nothing but 32, right? E is 69, capital E is 69, and small e is 101. Okay, so 101. So absolute difference I'm going to find, right? So absolute difference is nothing but 32 only. Okay, so difference 32. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to remove that. Okay, I don't need to include this. I'm going to delete both the characters, because the adjust difference between these two is 32. Okay, after that next e will come. Okay, so again I'm going to check difference between e and L. So it's not 32. I'm going to add again. I am going to add next t, because these are one is both are in lowercase. Okay, so I don't need to do anything. Then t will come. I am going to check difference not 32. Then okay, good. So after that I'm going to add one by one everything here. Okay, c o, this is my stack, right? C o d e. Okay, so after adding all these things, okay, then after that I am going to use my string builder, and in the string builder I am going to append. I am going to use append function, and in the append I am going to include this string. Okay, this complete string. So see, LEETCOD, and this is our output. Okay, this is what I am going to solve it using a string. Okay, now see this example. Okay, in this example you will get more clear idea, okay, how this is working. So first small a will come, then capital small b will come. Okay, then capital B will come. Okay, so but here see difference is 32, so I am going to delete both of them. Okay, so I am popping everything here. Okay, I have deleted everything. Then after that next a will come. Okay, see here again difference is 32, so I am going to delete. Okay, I am going to delete both of them, a and a. Then next c will come. Okay, so first small c will come, then capital C will come, then I'm going to check the difference. So difference 32, so I'm going to pop stack.pop. Okay, so in this way I'm going to solve this problem using stack. Okay, so now I'm going to write the code for approach 1 first. So let's write the code. So first of all initialize our stack. Okay, in the stack I am just passing characters, right? Stack character, stack is equal to new stack. Okay, this is how we initialize our stack. Okay, and then I'm going to iterate over each character in my string s dot to char array. Okay, then I am going to check first if my stack is not empty. Okay, if my stack is not empty, why I'm using add the right symbol here, why? Okay, so now stack dot is empty. If my stack is not empty, and math.absolute of my current character minus if there is any last element. Okay, first, that's why we are first checking if my stack is not empty. That means if there is one element. So if there is one element, then I'm going to check the difference between current character and that character. So how I'm going to look for that? Using stack.peak. Okay, and if this is the case, stack.peak. Okay, if stack.peak difference is equal to 32, then in that case just pop the element which is already there. Okay, stack.pop. Okay, stack.pop the peak element that we just now encounter if the difference is 32, and in the else part, if that's not, then just add the current element in the stack, push the current element, stack.push. Okay, and current element C, current character C. Okay, this is done. Right, now after that I'm going to use string builder. String builder result is equal to new string builder. Okay, and now I'm going to iterate over each character for char C, each character in my stack. Okay, for each character in my stack, one by one I'm going to iterate, and I'm going to just append. Okay, in the result, my result is res dot append C. Okay, this is done. Then after that I'm just going to return my result. Okay, return res to string, convert it to string. Okay, so this is done. Now let's run the code. So all the test cases has been accepted here, and let me submit it. So our solution is accepted and runtime is 3 milliseconds, and it beat around 60% of users with Java. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear with approach 1. Okay, so now after that I'm going to solve it using without stack. Okay, so same code, but right now I'm not going to use a stack. Okay, so first of all, let's take one example here. LeetCode. Okay, okay, let me copy. See here only. Okay, so this is my example right now. Right, so I'm going to select one by one my left char and the right character. Okay, then I'm going to check the difference, and then I'm going to use one function of string builder, that is nothing but string builder dot delete. Okay, sb my string builder dot delete. Okay, in this function I'm going to pass the character that I'm going to delete. Okay, first int plus 1. Okay, so how this work? Okay, so it is going to delete, let's say my I plus 2 here, right, I plus 2. Then it is going to delete, this means it is going to delete characters I and I plus 1. Okay, so this one is not inclusive. Okay, so this is what I want to show you. Okay, using sb.delete we are going to solve this problem, and this means we are going to delete character I and I plus 1. Okay, so once we delete these two characters, so let's say I am here in this example. So okay, first L, then next E will come, next E will come. Okay, so once here see the absolute difference between both of them is 32. Okay, so I am going to use this function sb.delete, and it is going to delete these two characters. And right now my I is greater than 0. Okay, my I is greater than 0. This is 0 and this is 1 index, this is 2 index, right? So if my I is greater than 0, then here next time this E will come. Okay, so next time I'm going to compare these two values, so for that, if my I is greater than 0, then I'm going to decrement the I again. So because so if I decrement again, then it is going to check this L and this E next time. Okay, so you will get a clear picture of this in this example. Okay, so first A, B and capital B will come. I am going to delete both of them because absolute difference is 0, and after that A will come, and So and after that C will come. So I'm not going to compare these two. I after deleting these two, I am need to compare this one, right? A and capital A. Okay. So for that I am going to decrement the count of I to 1. I is equal to I minus 1 if my I is greater than 0. Okay. So this is what I'm to use. Okay. So let's understand and let's simply write the code for this one. Okay. Okay. So let me can I use, okay, let me delete everything, reset to default code lamination. Okay, so here see, so if my length, okay, if s dot length, if s dot length, actually we don't need to write, actually s dot length is equal to 0 or s dot length, length, s dot length is equal to 1, then in that case just return s only, right? Just return s. Okay, because here see s dot length is always starting from 1, so I can ignore this. Okay, let's remain it here. Okay, okay, no issues. So after that I'm going to use string builder. So again, string builder. I hope that you guys now know how I'm going to define this string builder. sb is equal to new string builder, spelling is wrong, string builder, and okay, this is done. Then after that I'm going to append everything in my string builder. String builder dot append all the whole string I'm going to add in this string builder. Okay, so once this is done, then after that I'm going to run one loop while I is less than sb dot length. Okay, dot length minus 1. I'm going to run this while loop, and inside this while loop I am going to check take my left character lc, and I am going to take my right character rc. So left character is nothing but sb dot char at I, sb dot char at I, and my right character is nothing but sb dot char at I plus 1. Okay, so now I am once I took my both left character and right character, then I need to find the absolute difference. So if math dot absolute difference between my left char and my right character, okay, if the difference is 32, then in that case I have to delete, right? In that case I have to just write sb dot delete, and in this I have to pass I and I plus 2. So it is going to delete all the characters from I to I plus 1. Okay, once it deletes the characters, then after that I'm going to check if my I is greater than 0. If my I is greater than 0, then in that case I have to decrement the I. Okay, so this is done. And in the else part I have to just increment the count of I. Okay, so this is done. Now in the end just return sb dot string. Okay, sb dot string. So as return sb dot to string, s should be capital. Okay, to string. Okay, so last time when we submit our code, let me see if we can see. Yeah, so last time when we submit the code, runtime was 3 milliseconds, and it was beating around 61% of users with Java. Okay, so now first let's run the code. Okay, so right now we are not using a stack. Okay, so here let me check what is the issue here. For while I, so I haven't declared I. Okay, so let's start. Int I is equal to 0. Okay, caps lock is on. Int I is equal to 0. Okay, now let's run the code. So all the test cases has been accepted, right? So all the test cases has been accepted. Now let me submit the code. So see, our solution is accepted and runtime is just 1 millisecond and it beats 100% of users with Java, right? So if I remove this, okay, then also I don't think that it will make any impact. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you in the next video. Okay, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Meet you in the next